episode 19, Oktane Minutes podcast. We are covering Wink Martindale. Who is Wink Martindale? For those who are uneducated, we will go into a little thing, and then I'll talk about the song. Well, first of all, let me talk about the beat. I think the beat was not exactly a disco song. I know it was a German song that I sampled, because I like to look at, like, and then it's from the 70s, of course. I was looking at stuff from Europe. I was really interested in European disco songs, even though I don't think that was exactly a disco song. But, of course I used the DR 202 to pull it all together. But but as with the drum pattern, and I took the one of the samples and I filtered it down to where it was just that rolling. It's like a doom 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 doom, something like that. It's I don't know if I call it a rolling bass. Doom 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 doom. It's kind of like a jumping bass, you know what I'm saying? Jumping, not so much a plucky bass, but, it does its thing. It does its thing, you know what I mean? We might not even necessarily talk about the song so much, but, I named it Wink Martindale because it reminded me of a game show that, people play, when you was sick at school in the 80s. Wink Martindale was a game show host, and, and also I don't even know if he's still alive. He might be still alive. But he's also a resident of the Mar-a-Lago Country Club for the great and powerful Donald Trump. Actually, he's still alive. He's born in 1933. He was an American disc jockey. You know what? We're going to read this podcast episode is going to be a Wink Martindale. I'll say it's going to be a Wink Martindale day. It's Wink Martindale Day. That's what we're doing. We're not going to talk about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. We're going to talk about Wink Martindale. I'm going to read his biography for this thing. He's 90 years old, 90 years young, still kicking, from Jackson, Tennessee, right? Children: Wink Martindale Jr., Lynn Martindale, Lisa Martindale, Laura Martindale. He's married to a woman named Sandy Fiera, and before that, he's married to a woman named Madeline Leach, up until 71, from 54, married in 54, so he married her in the 20s. Young man. Game show host. Let me see. Scrolling. Okay. So, quick synopsis. I'm not going to read this word for word, but I do need content, so fuck you guys. Winston Conrad Martindale, a.k.a. Wink Martindale, born 1933, December 4th. He was an American disc jockey. Even though the song has nothing to do with Wink Martindale, we're just filling time right now, famous for shows called The Gambit, hosting The Gambit, and we can go into The Gambit. It's based on a card game, Blackjack, created by Heater Quigley Productions. The show originally ran from CBS September 4 to 72 to 76. It was a 4-year run. And it's basically a card game show. Them playing, I want to say, Blackjack-based game. Based on the game Blackjack, Gambit. I think I might go into, I might go into that sometimes. You can go look up the old episodes of Gambit, because that sounds really dope. And there's one called Tic-Tac-Doe. Tic-Tac-Doe was a game show. It was a paper and pencil game of tic-tac-toe. Okay, this was like, it started in the 50s, 56 to 59, then 78 to 86, and then they started doing syndication in the 90s. And then, they had different hosts on that one. This one had a slew of hosts. Gene Rayburn, Jack Barry, Jay Jackson, Win Elliott. That's a name for you. Win Elliott. Win. W-I-N. I win every day. Patrick Wayne, Brooke Burns. So yeah, 8 different seasons of syndication. That's a lot of money. If you own a piece of that, you are papered out. Jackson, Tennessee boy. You know, we know about his personal life, and I think he became a born again Christian, and now talked about it on TBN. His wife that he had used to date Elvis Presley, so you know he's a conservative. You know, he's a white man. You know, they do conservative things. Can't hate the old man for that. Can't hate the brother for that. We're also gonna do a lyric breakdown. We can talk about some other shit too, but I wish you know. And eventually, I'm gonna go switch to the Zoom. We could have guys and we could get on here and do some other content, not just talking about my music, because I know you don't want to just hear about me talking about me rapping. But yeah, I don't even remember the sample that I got. But let's go into more Wink Martindale for filler content. Hashtag filler content. His career, you know, he was making $25 a week as a disc jockey, man. Times were good when you could get like low pay, but then they still pay you the same. What is going on with the economy? He was making $25 a week. He probably lived in a $5 a week apartment, maybe extended stay, hostel, or he probably lived with his family. You know what I'm saying? Or he probably but various studios and all of that, and then he also did some songs, charted. So he had a pretty solid career, man. 90 years young, solid, and I just thought it sounded like a game show when I made the song, and it sounded like some fly shit. Boom, you know what I'm saying? I'm a star. Wink Martindale, man. I'm a prim and proper, white teeth, perfect hair, perfect tan, nice, look good in a suit, look good in anything while you're bullshitting. Wink Martindale. So yeah, cool shit, man. Very cool. Very cool. And I couldn't even find the original beat. I had it named something else. It's somewhere in these mini thumb drives that I have. And I just decided that I am going to probably go and do some fader stuff. But yeah, I'm steadily trying to force myself over the weekend, especially when I have the free time, to make podcast episodes of my music, because I want to cover everything. That's ideally what I want to do. I want to cover everything, even if it's nothing too in depth. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to do that. This might not even be one of the longer episodes. This is going to be definitely a short episode. I know. I'm not going to be talking forever, but it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. But yeah, man. What else I've been into, man? Yeah, man. Just my weekly karate class. I'll be wrestling at the time. Wrestling once a month. I want to wrestle more, so I can do that. Started my school year back. I'll probably go on some services and go extract my instrumentals from my other albums, so I can have more stuff to cover. And I gotta buy more thumb drives. Never enough thumb drives, because I'm always forever making podcast episodes. And yeah, man. But yeah, man, I just kind of wanted to do and it would be, the Wink Martindale song would be a dope video too. I might even do a video with it, if I ever decide to do videos. But I am planning to do videos, and I'm gonna go back and do videos of my old shit. But Wink Martindale is definitely a single, if I did singles. But because I usually just make complete works of art. I try to make just whole albums, but I need to start getting more into the singles game, creating and all that. But, you know, I'm just trying to catch up on sleep. Saturday, I don't get a lot of sleep. I just kind of wake up early and then get out the door and get on about my day and go on up the road and do my thing. Episode 19 is not going to be long. But yeah, this is a short form podcast, so what do you expect, right? This is when I can get into all the cussing. Even though I did demonetize myself, I don't know, doesn't matter. But I tell you what, if you want to support me, I have in the description, I post a link to my Bandcamp, and you can buy the album. It's a comic book version of me with a machete in Ether World holding, Apex Dominant 2. Apex Dominant 2 for you is called Fuck the World. FTW. I didn't write Fuck the World, but I said FTW because, boom, that's what it is. Because, you have other punk-ass rappers out here who will try to dish you, but then now they're off the internet because they knew they couldn't get no traction. Or if something happened to them that I always knew that they were happening, or was happening, was that they were stealing beats and they got caught by the beat makers. And if you show back up, you know what I'm saying, I will dish you again. I ain't even gonna say your name, you a hoe. I'll mention hoes' names. I mentioned the real. I mentioned the real, right? Psychobabble. But since we only 11 minutes in, I'm probably gonna do multiple episodes this night, so I can have some more stuff to upload into the future. All I need is 8 episodes, right? I just cover 8 episodes, cover 8 weeks, and then just micro chunk the material down. And you can hear the little different pieces. So I break them down into 30 to 1 minute chunks. Share it amongst my fam, my people. This is not even so much like a podcast as it is like a behind the scenes diary of my work. As you know, I just put it on YouTube to document it. You don't even get to see my face. But eventually I'm going to change all that, and that shit will get better, and I'll be able to simulcast, and if I can, and then Oktane minutes will be Oktane hours. I'm going to try to at least go 2 hours or an hour. Especially if I have other people, we could chop up about other things, and then this will be I'll be still talking about my music because I'll still make music, make albums. But for you guys, fortunately, you will also have other gifts. And then I might even shorten those video podcasts and put the long form ones on Patreon. And I'm not going to charge a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It'll be $1, $1 a month. If I can charge 50 cents, I'll charge 50 cents. A quarter, I'll charge a quarter for you to watch a month. Coin. But yeah, most of the time I'll probably just charge $1 across the gate for the long form content after a while. I think that's fair, right? If you guys are interested, we're just trying to blow up our, shit, trying to get popping, And like I said, Saba Sun will be expanding. It is due for an expansion of membership, which is the label Crew Collective, Creative Collective, Creative Incubator for hip hop. Interesting stuff coming up the pipe. So I'm still working on White Tiger Wars. Waiting on verses from some pretty prominent people, some guys I respect, and that'll be out. And then I still also have what you would call it, Silver Fox Caesar, which will probably drop the next year. I'll tell you what I'll do, because I will be around October, I will be maybe tested for black belt for my karate, and I'll probably, if I get my black belt, or when I get my black belt, I'll release Silver Fox Caesar, which is done. It's done. Pretty much ready to go. It's in the queue. It's on deck. But some other details about White Tiger Wars, even though I made that after. White Tiger Wars will also have a White Tiger Wars beat tape, because I produced all the beats on there with obscure funk records, chopping them up and all of that. So you'll be able to get that and hear that and enjoy that. Oh, I am yawning. 15 minutes. Yes, 15 minutes, 27 seconds. But, yeah, let's send a shout out to the fam. And I'm going to get the list because I don't want to leave anybody out. Not threatened by you, my... That was some Gypsy Rose Blanchard shit I was watching. Just having a laugh. Because I sit with my best friend. And we tell jokes about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. But, so, as follows. I wanted to send a shout out to Showtime Dollars, the War God A Preem, Fifth Born Child, aka Son's Burden, Atreyu 850, Grizzly Savage, aka George Steele, Corey Chavis, formerly known as Corey the Butcher, Prana Self, really known as MC Gravity, or really known as Prana Self, the kid we affectionately call Tommy Jr., the new 9-3, Tony the Goon, and Guillotine. Shout out to Abno, who's not in the official group chat, but Abno rides with us, and he is on White Tiger Wars. Shout out to DJ Creative, who has contributed to White Tiger Wars. Shout out to all my new collaborators. Shout out to the cats that found me on Looperman and appreciate my music. So that's a blessing. But yeah, let's go into the vocal breakdown and we will have a ball, right? Let's get into it. Ralph Lauren on deck, immaculate pieces. If you see me recess, like the tour was the thesis. I'm always talking about being fly, and I said, if you see, Ralph Lauren, immaculate pieces. If you see me recent, sites like the tour was the thesis. Yeah, you know about my famous thing. It's not famous, but those 8 that heard it, you know about what happened with my thumb drive, and I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna make a new album. And then I decided to create the podcast, which kind of, so basically I created more work for myself and I enjoy it. But yeah, man, Slight Detour, dope album. The people who did buy it, they did enjoy it. A lot of people like the songs on it. So, of course I want to do videos of that too. So anybody who knows any good editing software, please let me know. From the likes of the street shit, how the soul depleted, what we competed for, consumers wanting more, want it all, have a ball, never fall, the way the higher level, sharper than your bevel, clippers make the fade. Basically, I'm talking about, I'm good out here, man. No matter how hard you try or how hard you think, you're going to kick your little weak ass diss tracks. I made a still, baby. No one's gonna hear you, man. You screaming into the void of space, right? I'm sharp. I'm the bevel. I'm the sharp edge. You can't dull me, baby. I can't be faded. My crown mostly nappy like the God made it. Happy every time I see the solar sunrise. It's a quick couple of bars of me coming under the study. Shout out to the War God A Preem, who brought that to me and presented that to me. And shout out to the brother MC Gravity, who takes time to build with me every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Peace, y'all. Explosive, known to move boulders, pay dues, I'm told the truth, stronger as I'm older, stay in my director, from collector, singularity, God particle, accelerate, generate energy, feel the temperature, larger the miniature, increased by the integers, flow state, higher rate, on that you meditate. And then I just kind of have no hook. It's just the musical chorus in between here, right? So I, if you heard the song, there's no hook, but it's like a little game show thing. So I just wanted to kind of like get funky with it. But yeah, here's the second verse. Black Wink Martindale, keep up with syndication. Always flipping style for wealth generation. Rich dad body, chopping games like Kiyosaki. Hip hop on Ducati's, other exotic shit. Gamble, take a risk, dice trips, find a head crack like my women natty. Back in the day, just like Wink Martindale, Robert Kiyosaki, Vietnam pilot, I want to say, still alive, young, making money. Also a Mar-a-Lago resident, friends with the great Donald Trump. Not that I am a fan of his, but he was a president, so he did accomplish a lot in his life. But I'm just talking about in the 90s. A lot of kids don't understand that Donald Trump was good out here in these streets at one point. So don't get it twisted. If you see a lot of rappers showing him love, that's just how it was back in the day. Dreadlocks with the head wrap, I don't discriminate, I'm a player, I disseminate major. As long as she wager, chews up with the pavement. Gotta be 10 toes, if not it wait a minute. Trust and love ain't just for the summertime sliding. The chilliest, the illest the game. Refrain from the play. At least at lower levels, tremendous shit. The mix gets thicker, understand the flavor. With major areas, serve it up various. Food for thought, eat up the whole lot. And basically, I'm talking about genuine beauty out here. And I just be living my life, man. It's a game show, man, and just keep throwing your dice. It don't matter if you lose. Keep throwing your dice and keep playing your cards. That's basically what I'm saying. But without further ado, here is the song Wink Martindale on Apex Dominant 2, FTW. Wait, oh yeah, fuck the world. All right. Enjoy. Lauren on deck, immaculate pieces. If you see me resits like the tour was the thesis. From the likes of the street shit, how the soul depleted. What we competed for, consumers wanting more. Want it all, have a ball, never fall away. The higher level, sharper than your bevel. Clippers make the fade, I can't be faded. My crowd mostly nappy like the God made it. Happy every time I see the solar sunwise. Explosive, known to move boulders. Pay dues, I'm told the truth. Stronger as I'm older, stay in my director. From collect the singularity, God particle, accelerate, generate energy, feel the temperature, larger the miniature, increased by the integers, flow state, higher rate, on that you meditate. Black Wink Martindale, keep up with syndication. Always flipping style for wealth generation. Rich dad body, chopping games like Kiyosaki. Hip hop on Ducati's, other exotic shit. Gamble, take a risk, dice trips, find a head crack like my women natty. Dreadlocks with the head wrap, I don't discriminate. I'm a player, I disseminate major. As long as she wager, chews up with the pavement. Gotta be 10 toes, if not it wait a minute. Trust and love ain't just for the summertime sliding. The chilliest, the illest the game. Refrain from the play. At least at lower levels, tremendous shit. The mix gets thicker, understand the flavor. With major areas, serve it up various. Food for thought, eat up the whole lot.